In 1948, I attended Jarvis Collegiate High School. I was in third form or grade 11. I wasn't a particularly good student, and I struggled with the metric curriculum. That was common at the time. This is where you had to learn 3 languages and a whole bunch of other stuff that I thought I would never use. I was interested in chemistry and electronics, and generally anything that was mechanical. But for that, you had to go to a technical school, which was more akin to the trades like plumbing and carpentry. One day in the middle of my French class, where I couldn't understand a thing the teacher was trying to teach, I just left the room and decided to leave school. On my way home, and about 15 minutes later, I walked into Canadian Electrical Supply Company on Yonge Street and was hired before I even got home. When I started there was about 20 employees. When I left, there was 200. I was there for 27 years. I worked my way up from an order picker to counterman to outside salesman to sales manager. The owner of Canadian Electrical Supply that later became Electrosonic was gruff, strict, and a very wise businessman. Aggressive to his employees and only spoke in short phrases, usually stingers or barbs about your business conduct. I later realized he was the best teacher I ever had and a most honest man with a generous heart. We never called him by name, which was Isidore. We only called him IR. He was always testing you. When I was 20 and wanted to go out on the road as a salesman in the field, I asked him if I could have that position. He said, "Do you have a car?" I said no. He said, "Go get a car," then walked away. I figured if I didn't have enough chutzpah to get a car, then I wasn't of the caliber that should be on the road. So I ordered the car, a 1952 Chevrolet. About 3 weeks later, the car dealership told me that the car was in, so I went to IR and told him that the car had arrived. He said, "What car?" I said, "The car for me to go out on the road." He said, "Do you have any money?" I said, "No, only a boat worth $400. He said, "Sell the boat," and walked away. I sold the boat and approached him again. He said, "How much money do you need?" I said $2,000, which is like $25,000 in today's money. He reached into his pocket and pulled out that much cash, handed it to me, told me to pay him back when I can, and I am to keep track. But that's not the end of the story. More to follow in business too.